What is going on, everybody? This is your boy Sean, aka Stay Puff 1983, and welcome to another episode of Chatting with the Comic Community, where today's topic is books that made you teary-eyed, books that made you cry. You know, even if you don't want to admit, books don't make me cry. When you read a story and it gets emotional, you will shed some tears. And I got an esteemed panel today. I have the man who created this episode, The Quest for Legends.
That quest for like.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, it's not the happiest time in the world right now, but sometimes, you just got to admit, it's like, man, that got to me. That piece of entertainment, that piece of whatever, actually is like, wow, that was pretty heavy. And it could be a happy cry or a sad cry or an angry cry. I got a stack of books here to share. I know everybody else does. Well, there may be smaller stacks because I'm a very emotional boy, but yeah, I'm looking forward to see what everybody's got as far as what got them crying.
I got to show what John Combs from Kiss said.
Wow.
So badly drawn.
It wasn't that bad. Come on.
That's hilarious.
We got DieCastCook Dan in the house, champion. What's going on?
The champ is here, brother. The champ is here. It's a record, brother. Record-breaking title reign. 3 weeks straight, brother.
3 weeks straight on the show. Oh, man. Hi, Alea Comic Bro. What's up, Raul?
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me, man. Awesome.
Always.
Can't wait to hang.
Got Mindshift.
Hey, what's up, you guys? You already know.
Yep.
Hope everybody's doing good.
And lastly, we got Stone Cold Steve.
What?
If any of you guys mess with me, I'm tagging in. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all all right, safe out there.
Steve's been on a rampage.
Man, all those mega comic books I sent out at the same time, they all arrived at like the same time somehow. I don't know how.
Steve's on a rampage, son.
I was holding out to show him on this show, and then I was like, man, I better use it against King John because I'm going to need him.
Hey, John used one I sent him. Like, what the hell?
So we got King John in the house. Got Robert G. Spot. Got my boy Rod, Just a Rican. What's going on?
Like his new logo.
Yeah. YouTube is 90.
Like his old logo.
So thanks everybody for stopping by right on the start. But before we get into our topic, I want to show off these books that Stone Cold Steve sent me. And he sent me this Hulk issue variant.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Little Huckbusters.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, it's a Millar book.
Yeah, I'm not a big Millar guy, but
dude, I like Millar.
this variant is pretty cool.
Dude, that just made me think about another book. Oh, damn. I got to go find another book.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Raul's just adding to his list. This book was sweet. Tales of Suspense 98, Captain America and Iron Man.
Cover, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
This
a
one
classic cover, man.
Yeah, nice classic Kirby. This could be
Kirby.
anything John put out. He also sent me some Ghost Rider.
Oh, nice.
Marvel Spotlight issue 8.
Oh, that's a nice one.
I probably would have won yesterday against John had this been the flaming motorcycles. But, it didn't have the flame, so I probably factored in the loss there. Get some more Ghost Riders. This is issue number 30.
Oh, there we have book. Number 30. Yes. My boy.
Yeah. Yeah, this I'm getting close to completing this run now. I'm probably about less than 50% of completing the 70s Ghost Rider run. So thanks to my boy Stone Cold Steve, hit me up with this Marvel Spotlight 9.
That's a beautiful cover, dude.
Yeah, them covers were all awesome, dude. All
Yeah,
Ghost Rider.
those were
looking
Plu-
nice.
Aren't those Plu covers?
Yeah, Plu covers are sweet, man. That dude
Oh,
was
yeah.
good, man.
Anything.
Yeah,
Don't-
Mike
don't
Blue
go action.
was a boss back then in those horror books.
Oh yes.
Yo, Man 8 versus Black Panther.
That was a
Classic.
Bueller auction win. He sold that for cheap, man. I couldn't believe it. No one bid on it hardly. Just me and one other guy.
Ghost Rider 31.
See, that had the flames. You should have used that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I need that one. I need that one.
Yeah.
That's the last part of the three-parter Doctor Strange story. That's the one I'm missing.
Oh wow.
If you send
Yeah,
if you send that to Glenn, John, I won't be mad. Just saying.
You're gonna have to pry it from his cold dead hand.
Marvel
If
Spotlight
you're ready to
8.
that belt,
Look at these Ghost Riders, man.
Yeah, he's just back to back.
Yeah, man. They're just awesome covers, man.
Yeah.
You know, classic Ghost. Here's one with Spider-Man thing and Hercules.
Ooh.
they always put him on the motorcycle, don't they, Sean?
Yep.
That's a nice one.
They take that rider part serious.
Here's one with Son of Satan, issue 17.
Oh, they got him off the cycle.
Damien Host.
Oh, me too.
And once
That's
again-
a really good book.
Yeah,
Speaking of Satan, we have some toilet paper here in Canada that they sell at Walmart. It's called Satin Soft, but I call it Satan Soft.
Wow.
Yeah.
issue 15.
Those early issues are so nice.
Very nice.
Really nice.
Is issue 61.
Oh, that's the Water Wizard or something. I have that book. Water Wizard, is that what it is? I think so.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Issue 80, second to last issue.
Man, so many great covers, dude.
Dude, yeah, they damn sure had a good run.
I like that one. You see how the plain glass goes into the tray?
So the
Yeah, it goes into this. Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
as
that's
hell.
sweet. I like the creativity of them.
Yeah.
Then here's one that Steve sent me. Vampirella 100.
Oh, yeah.
And this defeated Wonder Woman yesterday that John pulled out.
Hey, I got that. When I got that, I was with Jeff. That was Jeff was like, man, I don't think I got that one. I said, I don't think Sean does either.
and this is what won me the last round on the hunt. This slab that I posted on Instagram.
Too cool.
This was just amazing. Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider with the Ghostbusters Buster Spider-Gwen.
Dude, that is so nice, man.
Yes, that's the piece to resist.
Slimer trying to get him a little lunch.
That's cute. That is cool.
Yeah. Done by Squatchy, you know. This is just and I can't believe I missed it that post when he first posted it last year.
Yeah. I told him to take all that down, Sean. I said, hey, don't let Sean see that.
I know, man. It's so awesome. And then the DGC custom slab.
Too cool, man. I gotta get one of those. I gotta figure out what book I want.
Yeah. I want to invest a little bit more in some art.
And when you first look at that, Sean, you don't realize that it's the Ghostbusters till you
Yeah,
really
because
look at it, right? You're like,
Because I
Ghost
looked at the
Spider,
title, I'm like,
Spider-Gwen.
oh, Ghost Spider. I'm like, but then I looked down and I was like, holy shit, it's the Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters. I was like,
Speaking of Ghostbusters, Sean, I switched
Yeah, I
just for
see.
you, man.
Oh,
I went and
Yeah.
switched just for you, brother.
yeah, can you see I got the Ghostbuster shirt on?
Yeah. Representing, man. Also, hey, Sean, I still got this book here. I don't know if you want it or your brother. This Bruce Lee one.
oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
nice.
I don't know if you want it or
I
your
think
brother.
he got one.
Whoever. I forget if you guys.
I don't know.
I know one of you needed it, so I got it anyway.
Awesome, man. Anybody else want to share anything? Hey, Dan, I know you got Batman books.
Yeah. I did a trade with my buddy, the comic detective. we did this at the arranged this at the show, which was like at the beginning of the month before all this shit happened and hit the fan. And so anyway, he wanted my Werewolf by Night books. And then when I was at the show, he had a Batman that I wanted. So I said, how about we do it for that? And
Oh
Wow,
wow,
nice, man.
Nice.
yeah,
I'm not a big DC guy, but that one
Same
was
here.
one I would like to have. Right? I
Yeah.
love it.
yeah, the Neil
Dude,
Adams.
that thing is just fire, dude.
251, and this is 189. It's
Oh, dude, those are so
Yeah,
sorry.
I love the old Batman covers. They only cost $1 million though.
Gaggy the Clown or whatever.
very
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, so anyway, and it wasn't like my complete run. Like I kept the Moon Knight appearances and the Iron Man issues. So, but it was the bulk of it. But I don't know, it was good for me. I mean, I was looking for that issue, and I would have just got credit towards other stuff anyway. So,
But it's always good to trade, especially something that you're willing to get rid of for someone that wants it
Or-
more.
yeah, especially if you don't have money, right?
Yeah, very true. True. We're gonna go back to bartering, let me get some of them loaves of bread that
Yeah.
you're cooking up.
Well, it's funny. If you look on the Instagram feed, I mean, everyone is selling shit now.
Yeah.
But the sad part is, I mean, okay, it's nice. Everyone's got a lot of cool books for sale and good prices, but fuck, do you have the money? I don't have the money to get them, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, this is that part.
Yeah. So, I don't know. How about we get Glenn to kick it off with, I want to see what books he's got going to make us get teary-eyed.
Uh-oh.
He's got them lined up. I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Big Daddy wants to start with Glenn.
Oh, yeah.
Am I up?
Yes, you
You're
are.
up. Big Daddy called you out.
Some serious issues. I have some serious issues, and I don't mean that with any pun intended. With audio on this end, but it is my cross to bear because it seems like every time I do this, you guys sound like you're in a chopper delivering like news updates for traffic, and it's like I catch every like half second, so I'm trying to piece it all together. So if I just look like I'm sitting, it's because I'm listening very intently, trying to catch what you guys are talking about. So I apologize if I don't seem plugged in. So are we the discussion here is about how much of a crybaby I am?
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yes.
all right. So the first book I'm going to show, and these are in order, so that way there's no sort of bias or anything like that. And I think Dan will. I don't know if Dan will appreciate this one or not, but I put this.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at that book today, dude. That's a great book.
Damn.
Copies of that.
That's a
Somebody
great.
else pulled this. Am I hearing that somebody else pulled this or was gonna pull?
No,
approve.
I looked at it today. I was going through my boxes and I came across it. That's a great issue, man.
Yeah, you sent me a copy of that.
Oh my god, my audio is so bad. It just sounds like.
Oh no.
I might have to sign out and sign back in. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Try some
But,
headphones. Try some headphones, Glenn.
But this right here, and then I'll cut out and see if I can get in here and if it works any better. But right here was one of those books where when you look at the cover, you really don't know. Who's it going to be? Is it, it's not going to be anybody big. It's going to be one of the supporting characters they just introduced at the beginning of this, series, because there's a couple of new characters. You're like, well, it's not going to be a big deal. Then you get to the end of the book and you're like, no, he's not going to pull that trigger. He's not going to do that. Burton wouldn't do that. And then he freighted it. And like, no. When I was a kid and I loved the character, hint, hint, and I was legit shocked. And this is probably one of the first books that actually kind of get choked up because I didn't want him to go because I loved the character so much. And to actually have his life, see it happen was like, oh my God, I can't even imagine. So even at a young age, this moment definitely got me. If you have not read it, the first 2 years of this that Byrne did was actually really good, and shortly
Excellent.
thereafter too. But
Excellent.
but
Excellent.
yeah, this particular book, if I find it in the wild, I buy it to send it to people as an AOK, because I just want people to read it to see just how good it is.
And a great cover also, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, great cover, man. I love that.
You sent it to me too. Yeah, I have 2 copies now because of you. Yeah, so this is I love this. I love this one too. It wasn't on my list though. It wasn't on my list, but I had it next to me.
John Byrne killed that series, man, and then it went to my
Burn, baby, burn.
good stuff.
All right, I'm checking out and coming back.
All right.
So should we just go a book and go around, or
Here's a book that we talked about briefly. This was one of my Glenn's favorite reads, but this was like a real sad issue because of what happened with Tarantula and his transformation from man to arachnid.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much losing his humanity and just becoming the beast that is. You know, and what happened at the end. You know, when he tried to give it the love of his life. You know, and he committed suicide, pretty much jumping off the building because his mind was so messed up from the transformation that, you know, it was sad to watch. You know, his transformation. It reminds me of The Fly. You know, with Jeff Goldblum. That's what this story arc was like. The Fly. You know, there was such an emotional gut punch by the end. Like, you know, this man is losing his mind. His transformation is just destroying him. And then when you get to that sad moment that once again revolves around the girl, you know, he's like, I can't do this no more, you know, and that's what this arc reminded me of. That the Fly movie, because the Fly movie, every time I get to that end, I just start crying up, man, because it's such an emotional read and it's such an emotional watch that, you know, this issue of Spider-Man, issue 236, was just emotional.
Dude, great pick, John. Great pick, dude. It's totally The Fly, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Great pick, man.
What's up, Super S?
Yo.
I love his opening.
Yeah, I love Tarantula. Tarantula was a great character.
Yeah, I have his first appearance too.
I want to get his first appearance. That cover is awesome.
Yeah.
I like because this whole storyline with him and Willow the Wisp, that was just great stuff.
How many issues was that, Sean?
It was a 4-issue arc.
4 issue?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, let me bring them back in, and yeah, see, there he is.
He comes in
Boom,
03
pow,
books.
how you like me now?
Nice.
Yeah, it was the second storyline in my stack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
talked
that.
about this the last time I was on, and the last issue specifically of this one is just. I remember trying to explain it to my mom, and my mom was like, "Shut up, who cares?" And I was like, "No, Mom, this was like legit, like a really like heart-wrenching oh shit ending." And yeah, I'm glad that you guys get it. I'm glad that there's other people out there that are just like, "Oh my god, that was awful. What a way to go."
So cool, man.
Yeah, I knew when we talked about it briefly a couple weeks ago that it was going to show up here.
Yup.
So, Dan, you want to go next?
Oh, well, I don't really have the book on me, but we were discussing it earlier, which was Thor issue 700. And you guys know why I don't have Thor. But actually, that was a great issue. The art was good. The story, Jane Foster dies of cancer. And I actually got teary-eyed near the end. I mean, that was a really compelling story. It was... it was heartfelt. And
so, Dan,
yeah,
Dan, let me ask you something. I know you're not a Thor fan. That has been well documented, and that's all well and good. But what led you to read? There you go.
This was my first.
What led you to read it in the first place?
Well, just knowing about the story from everyone online, of course, that you knew what was going on. The cover. The issue significance. I mean, it was issue 700. It's a key title. So things like that. I ended up trading it, but I kind of regret it. Like if I got it back, I would actually mind getting it back. It's a really good book, and you'd laugh, but the new Thor coming out, I just saw it in the previews, is Aaron Cooter's taking over the art. So you never know, I might start grabbing Thor just because of Aaron Cooter, you know.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Another one I didn't have time to pull my books today, but another good one, which was kind of I thought was touching, was of course the death of Superman. You know, it was towards the 90s, so it's like, you know, now everyone, it's like kind of no one cares about it anymore. But when it came out, I thought it was a fantastic story, and the way it went across all the issues, I thought it was great. And Dan Jurgens, I mean, his artwork's phenomenal.
Yeah, that was another great one.
Yeah, and so like with Superman dying, that was pretty good one.
That was used. That was on the nightly news.
For a story that we all knew, like, it wasn't the end. Like, anybody who was reading comic books for any length of time knew, okay, this is not going to be the end.
Yeah.
But even knowing that it was going to get reversed at some point,
it was still touching.
Still pretty, it was pretty impactful.
Yeah.
I still enjoy that story now, even though people kind of are like, well, it was indicative of the death doesn't mean anything sort of thing. But in and of itself, it's a good story. Yeah,
and even though, Doomsday, I killed him, but I love Doomsday. What a great villain.
Yes.
I
Go ahead.
I love everything Doomsday.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to read some of the pre-death of Superman stuff when he basically obliterated the Justice League.
Oh, that book is so good. That one issue is so good.
Yeah, that's
all right, what else we got? Who else has got something?
So, Hialeah, you probably gonna add about 5 more books to your list, man. So, what you got here?
I got like 7. I started out with 3, and now I got like 7. And you brought up Mark Millar, and this is probably the last book that made me, teary-eyed. I am emotional too. I'm not sensitive. I'm emotional. I cry at stupid shit. But anyway, dude, it's Reborn.
Oh, nice.
Mark Millar and Greg Capullo. I lost my dad going on. It's been 10 years since I lost my dad, and since then I've lost my mom. And this story starts out with an elderly lady that she passes away, but she's reborn in this fantasy land. And there's characters in the fantasy land, right? Not in the fantasy. She's like the savior in this land, and the characters are actually like her father, but he's young. He's a big, her long lost dog. Dude, it's just such an amazing read, and the art is just great. And when she meets the people in her life, and she's seeing like her husband, and dude, it's so good, man. If you guys haven't read this, it's on Disney.
Yeah,
excellent.
That was a really good series.
Excellent series. I'll go again. I won't do them all at once. So if you want, go to the next. Hello.
Keep rolling. What?
Well, 90 said Hialeah got like 10 packs just coming.
No, dude. I got a couple coming in.
All right. So, Mind Shift. What's your book?
Well,
your first book.
Like I was saying, I agree with Big Daddy. This was definitely like the tear-jerker moment for me. I haven't read the whole series. I have it, but I'm slowly building up my Mighty Thor collection right now, so I can't. I just went ahead and read this one because I knew about it, and yeah, it's like she has to basically spoiler alert. Jane Foster has she transforms one more time, like that's it. She's done. The cancer's gonna take her out, and so she this big demon thing is like attacking and destroying Asgardians, like fall into the sun, and she makes the choice to turn into Jane and destroy him, and that's you're done, son. And she dies in Thor's hand,
Yeah.
And even he was devastated, but she's just shush and just gave him a big kiss and just that was it, that made me tear up. And I'm an emotional dude too. So
that splash page where they kissed.
Yes.
They kissed, and then it just goes to the next page where he's holding her was so
transformation was really
yeah.
That was a powerful.
That was so powerful.
I agree.
That was. I wish I grabbed that book, but I know when I read it, that was because I've been reading the Jason Aaron Thorne trade, but I had to pick up issue 700, just to have it. But man, when I read it, I was like, damn. You read the trades, you get used to the character, and you're like, and this is the thing about Marvel. You know they're gonna revert back to the original character. When they first changed it to Jane Foster Thor, you're like, it's only a matter of time before Thor gets his title back.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see her be Thor because she was fighting the cancer as Jane Foster.
Yeah.
So that's what made the story interesting. Like, how long could she live? Because every time she's transformed back to Jane Foster, it eradicates the battles that she was going through. So, that was the story that I was more interested in. Outside of just the whole thing with the war of the galaxy and stuff like that, I was more into how she was going to handle the whole situation with her cancer and how long she was going to last. So that was just a great story, man.
I totally agree.
And I wanted to touch on that, Sean, about like what Glenn was saying, how we know characters die, they'll come back, but the one character they never did bring back was Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel. We're talking about the blonde haired guy.
Yeah.
Like
the one that gave Carol Danvers her powers.
Yeah, like that's the one right there, brother. Yeah. And
just has it right next to him.
Yeah, exactly what I was talking about.
This is my number one.
Yeah, right on.
Wow.
Yeah. Sweet.
This is my number one.
Now Glenn's got it.
Hey man, you guys might as well go ahead and finish that off while y'all got that book out. All of you guys, holy crap.
Seriously.
It must be real good.
I was reading this one right, and I literally could not read the end of the story. I got to the point where
open it to the page. Open it to the page, man.
Basically walks out of the room because Ben Grimm is trying to get him to talk about old war stories, and Spidey's just like, "Excuse me," and Ben gets pissed, and even Marvel is just like, "Some people don't get affected by this, and some people it strikes them right in the face." And I had to stop at that point because I know. Actually, I stopped when the Skrull general comes in and a medal of valor.
Show that
I was
page.
just like, no, I'm not reading this. I'm not going to read the end of this.
Show that page. Man.
It's just that good.
It's like a Pixar movie. You know you're going to bawl, right?
The best. And I got my copy before he starts crying. I got that copy as an AOK from 90. I got this from 90, so I got it.
That's why he was asking.
Who's this 90 guy I keep hearing about?
Amazing book, man. Art's amazing. And Starling, come on.
Hialeah, is it good enough to where they could have made a movie of it?
Yeah. Yes.
It had enough content like they could have done.
The only thing about that is, you would have to have Captain Marvel in the movies first to make it more impactful.
Yeah, do some backstory on him and how and all that. But you're gonna need it to get a 90-minute movie or so. You need that anyway.
It's so good, man. But it's like Quest says, he's the only one that stayed dead, dude.
Yeah.
He's never come back. And
that's why I don't like Carol Danvers.
Exactly. Great point, because that's why I don't like her. Because that's my Captain Marvel, man.
Exactly. Same here.
Badass.
Exactly.
I feel like people love the old school Captain Marvel, and then you have the contingent that like the Monica Rambeau Captain Marvel in the 80s.
A lot of people like that one.
Because that's the Captain Marvel they grew up on too.
Mm-hmm.
And then forget the rest of them. And when it comes
that's what it is. That's what it is. Like the new generation is likes Carol Danvers. Because this is what they're coming into.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all grew up with the original Captain Marvel, right?
I like the Carol more as Miss Marvel more so than Captain Marvel, because that's where I've seen her most of the time as Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
Yeah, even that's fine. Like I even like that one.
I was cool with that too, but
Yeah,
that's my Captain Marvel.
exactly. Yeah.
Well, it's just like a lot of people. Stewart is Green Lantern. If you grow up watching the cartoon, John Stewart is your GL, and I think that's awesome. And I think it bodes well. And I don't want to go on to another topic, but I think it bodes well as far as future depictions of the character that you might actually have someone who's not Ryan Reynolds play Green Lantern, and that would make me very. But yeah, you have those generational things where it's like Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, who it's like everybody's got their window. And it's like that's my version of the character. So there's room for it's cool.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There is.
That's a good topic. We could go on all the different characters that are changed over, like pass the torch, sort of pass the torch kind of thing, right?
Yeah, because there's been a lot of that.
There's a lot of Green Lanterns. So that's got to be the biggest one.
And Flash too, man.
And I hate Guy Gardner. Him and that haircut, man, is like.
I like Guy Gardner, man. He was a smart ass.
Dude. I love his attitude.
I know he's just all attitude.
I love that. Dude.
That bowl cut dude does it for me.
That's why I like that Justice League, the 1987 one.
Love that run, the McGuire run.
Yeah.
So good.
So Steve, you want to talk about God Country?
Yeah, man. Really, really good. This is towards the end, man, when he's talking to his son, and he's been, he couldn't talk for a while. He had dementia. And when he had this sword in his hand, he remembered everything, and he was like he used to be. And when he lets go of the sword at the end, it's sad as hell because he knows he's not going to see his dad, and he flashes back to all the good times because during the story there wasn't that many good times, but it is sad, man. It just remind me of my dad too, because my dad's been gone a while, and but he never lost his mind like that, my dad. But it's just sad, man. You got to read it. It's easy read too, man. That's all it is.
That's a nice copy. That's a nice copy.
Yeah, I can't remember where I got that copy from this trade, man.
It looks like, is that signed too? Amazing story, dude. Amazing.
Dude, it's so good. He, at the end, man, when his son's begging him not to let go of the sword, and he lets go, and that was it. When he lets go of the sword, he's gone.
Hey, Steve, Al says stop. That's on his list, and he's backstage now, so he probably want to jump in to talk about that book too.
All right, hey, I'm gonna jump out and watch from the chat, y'all. I'll jump back in if anyone leaves, and you guys got a lot of great stories, so I'll just watch from the chat.
Be good, Steve. Love you, bro.
All right, man. Bring in Al. Here he is.
Al.
The best story, bro.
Afternoon, everyone. Hello, chat. Hello, panel.
Good afternoon.
That's why I know that I'm in the right place. Because I promise y'all, I was thinking about that whole list the whole week. And this story, if y'all do not have it, please get it. Because what Stone Cold Steve said, this will bring tears to your eyes. This whole series, it is nothing but the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta read it, definitely.
It is a great read. Great read. He put his foot in that story.
I'm making notes.
Nice shirt, Al. I like that retro.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The best.
See, the old guys can appreciate that retro gaming,
I was playing Punch Out the other day. I'm trying to beat that game. I want to stream retro games. I want to beat the games that I couldn't beat as a kid, and that was one I could not. My dad's best friend at the time could beat like Mike Tyson, but we could never get to Mike Tyson. We can get to the second to last guy, but that was about it.
Yeah, I still can't beat those games. They're so hard. I was gonna say, like with the Image comics, you know what I like about Image is that that's the thing. They have the balls to put out a lot of new content and artists, and that's what makes them stand out. Is you get these books that you'd never hear about. It's like with Glenn showing me the indie stuff. A lot of people wouldn't know about this stuff, and that's what's good about Image. They do all these books, and you're like, wow, man, this is a great series. They're not all good. I mean, there's some shit ones, but overall, like I say, they're doing pretty damn good. Like.
That was a good comment by Southern Comic Geek. It depends where you are in life. That book will hit you harder. If you're a little older, you've lost a parent and stuff.
All right. So who wrote God Country?
Donny Cates.
Oh, wow.
Donny Cates. It's an excellent book, man. It's amazing. 6 issues.
Yep. It's got a nice Spawn variant cover for one of them. I got it in the room back there, but it's a nice series, man. It's an awesome book.
I got that.
Beautiful.
I got that's the A and the B right there.
So now I got Biggie Shaq backstage.
I can pop out for you there, brother.
Let him come and drop his bangers, then you can come. Oh, Glenn left.
You dropped the wrong guy.
I didn't drop him. I wasn't even
there. Drop yourself.
Glenn did a tarantula and jumped off.
What's up, Biggie?
What's up, brother?
What's up, Biggie?
What's up, guys?
We sitting here
He's
talking
even got
about
the mic.
Oh yeah, he got the mic all the time. Come from us.
I should have busted out my fake mic.
We sitting here talking about comics that get us emotional.
Emotional comics. I just found out that this one possibly has double covers, so I'm doing a PSA to everybody in the community. If you have this book, check it because it could be a double, triple cover.
I'll check.
I've already gave out 2. Super Lucha got 1. Jaguar got 1. I probably have 5 of these.
That's crazy.
And I didn't know until now.
Nice.
I'm gonna check it now.
But you got anything else to show, Biggs?
Oh, I got another book today. Yeah, I can show it. I got one.
I saw your video on that terrible packaging.
Oh yeah, that was bad. I got this 1966.
Oh, nice.
Jack Kirby, Joe Simon on inks, Fighting American #1. It is really cool, man.
Where'd you get that?
eBay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does that book mean something to you? Did that book make you cry?
I cried
when I saw the damn
package. Yeah.
When they had a fucking piece of cardboard on it about 4 inches wide. About cried.
Oh shit. Okay, that'll make me cry too, man.
Yeah, that was horrible. That's like when you get a package and it's just some little bit of bubble wrap and that's it, and nothing, no cardboard around it. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, thanks for nothing.
It's almost worse to have a little piece of cardboard because you know it's going to crease wherever.
Yeah.
I hit something and got cut out.
Oh.
I got the normal regular one, but there are doubles out there. I saw Mr. Led had a triple.
No shit. I'll check mine, Biggie. Thank you.
Yeah, because I know I got it too. I got the first and second issue.
I think I've seen a double before. Like I just didn't think nothing of it. Like I think I remember flipping through this and seeing it before, so I just didn't know the matter.
All right, so I'm gonna get back on track with the emotional comics, and here is Saga Chapter 11.
Yeah.
This was the death of Marco's father.
Oh, so good, man. So good.
I'm not going to open up to the opening page because if you know this book, you know that opening page was risque.
Yeah.
But, he had to use his magic in order to help the ship, get through.
Yeah.
And he pretty much drained his power life while doing so, and he ended up dying from it. And and while you go through this, you see some backstory with him and his father, and then you get to that point where he passes, and Marco walks in and he sees it, and he's kind of shocked at it. He's at the same time emotionless about it. And, you go through the life lessons that he learned from his dad, and he understood that it was his time. That he sacrificed himself for the best of the group, and he understood everything about it. But it's that point where that father-son relationship will get you anytime when you read comic books and you read certain stories like that. It tugs at your heart, man.
Saga's amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotional moments in Saga that I can just bring up and stuff like that.
What's the girlfriend of the Will, the chick that's like half spider?
Oh man,
I always forget her name. When she dies, man, I felt sad when she died. She was such a great character.
Yeah, she died kind of early too.
Super early, man. Like in
I was like
5 or 6, and she was great.
Man, I remember when she first appeared with the trench coat on, and you're like, oh shit, what's this? Then next she whip out all the guns. That shit was fucking amazing. I was like, oh shit.
Dude, such a great character, and they killed her off within like the first 6 issues, man. So good, man. I can't remember what the name of the character is, but so good.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna grab a couple of books. I'll be back, Sean.
All right.
What's up, Jeff?
So you want to go next, Hilaire?
Yeah, man. I'm actually gonna do 2 books. Somebody mentioned it in the chat earlier, and they went with X-Men 137, the Death of Phoenix. But I'm actually gonna go with 136 because this is just an agonizing cover to me. The use of pink just brings it out. The only thing I hate about this storyline, as opposed to the Captain Marvel, is that they bring back Phoenix. She should have stayed dead too. In my opinion, it just took away from this story, but this is an amazing, just classic read, and just the anguish in Cyclops' face. I just, one of my favorite all-time covers. And keeping with the X-Men, it's X-Men 141. And when I saw this cover as a kid, and it's Days of Future Past, and I saw, they got all slain, I was like, what happened? I gotta read this. What the hell is this going on? They killed freaking, apprehended, slain, Nightcrawler's dead. This book, it kind of broke my heart, man, because I thought, no way, they cannot kill all these characters because they're just too good. And of course, it was just a 2-issue series of the future, and just an amazing cover. And this was emotional to me when I saw that, because
still, bro, reading the next issue where Wolverine got blasted.
When he got blasted,
that fucked me up when I read that shit as a kid. I was like, what the fuck?
And I
see a skeleton remains
too, because that was one of mine.
When he got blasted, that shit broke my heart, dude.
So that again now?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
On the wall.
Such a
Sean,
beautiful.
this the one you talking about?
Yeah, man. That issue blew me away, man.
Yeah, in here.
I was like, thank God that was in the future, and they write the shit, because I was like, Wolverine went out badly at that, bro.
Yeah.
Speaking of Wolverine, the death of Wolverine was awful.
Yeah.
Hey,
That was such a dumb way to kill him. Like, that would not make me cry. That made me friggin'
it made me cry because it was one of mine.
yeah.
So
Just
talk
like,
about it.
okay, he gets sealed in the adamantium shell. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, I liked how the story was. It was closely related to like the original Weapon X story because he had to go back and kick it and take out another douchebag that is trying to like recreate, who he is, and then he ends up going out like a G and freezing in the adamantium. And then, yes, I will agree. The fillers after that were kind of like, eh. I still read them. It was still good. But they were, I liked how he went out, and then when they brought him back was like, we knew it was gonna happen. You knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah. What happened? Go
I
ahead.
found some books, Sean.
All right.
Oh, dude, great.
Yeah.
How can you not talk about deaths with this book?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean,
Well, the chat-
sacrificing herself for Superman.
That's a nice one there.
Yeah. And of course, that's a touching moment too.
Of course, yeah.
The Flash.
Literally into nothingness.
Yeah. I mean, and Batman seeing him like crumbling in front of him and
Yeah.
saying, help me, and he's gone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
speaking of Batman, I don't know, this one. I got that from Glenn. And Robin. I mean, you lose your parents, you see them get killed.
Oh, that's a great one, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty tough right there, man. Yeah. So
What's up, 84? Yeah, dude,
that's some good D stuff there.
Freaking.
No, I had that one too. For the Flash.
Nice.
Yeah, that was another one that was hard to see to see him slowly evaporate and just go out of existence was something.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't read a lot of DC, but that's a classic story that everybody talks about. I definitely want that one.
You got to grab those.
Yeah, I have the first issue.
So Biggie Shack, you got a book? Because I want to bring Quest of Legends back in so he could bring. So you got a book you want to talk about?
I got a cover. I just got this cool Superman hanging cover.
Here we go again.
Fine on the fly.
That is badass, bro.
Superman dead.
The original.
That's pretty good, right? Yeah, I just wanted to really just stop by and say hi, dude. I can hang in the back if anybody else wants to dip, or I can come back later. But yeah, go ahead and bring your boy back in.
Sounds good, Biggs.
Yeah, it's always great to have you on, man. Even if it's for a little bit.
Appreciate y'all.
Be good. Love you, Biggs.
Later, guys.
Later. All right, so let's try this again. He's having audio issues.
The man who created the topic is not even around.
It ain't for lack of trying, brother. Let me tell you, it's driving me nuts. I sent Hialeah a message on the side because I felt like
I didn't see it.
For talking over him.
I was going into the chat thing like that, and then I pressed on chat, and then I got cut out. I don't know. I hit something, but so what are your thoughts on what was all the books shown, Glenn?
All right. Well, let's see. I can cut some stuff out of here because in my stack I had these.
Yep.
So we can take these out.
At least we're all on the same page, though, eh? We're all on the same page with this.
Yeah. I missed some of the stuff that you guys talked about, so I'm gonna mention just like a couple real quick to try to get caught up, if you don't mind. I got a happy cry, if you're all right with that.
Happy cry is always good.
Oh, nice. That's a good one. I liked that 2-part story.
Yup. I tell you what, people scream about how bad Convergence was. The core story was awful. I will grant you that. But some of these 2-parters were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And this one, this is my Nightwing, my Oracle, Gail Simone, writing it, knows how to write these characters pitch perfect. They get their happy ending. And I'm like, you know what? Thank you. Because DC, as dark as it is, and has been for decades, this was a moment where it was like, you know what? Everything can be okay. So this one, I was just like, thank you, Gail, for getting this right. So definitely that one. And then this one, you talk about, Biggie Shack was talking about Superman dying. I don't know if anybody's read this.
Nope. No, that's Starling, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's Starling. You can tell right away.
Oh yeah, just the abs alone, you can tell that
it's the abs, exactly, the midsection.
Yup. This I originally read in a reprint edition from this retailer called Elson's, and it was a whole bunch of different stories that they repackaged. It was a Firestorm story and this story and a bunch of others, and I ended up seeking this out once I realized what issue it is. And for lack of I'll give you the short version. This is where Superman meets God. And it's like for real. and you're like, when you realize just when you see him realize what just happened, it's like, yeah, bro, especially back in these days where Superman could do anything. He was like pushing planets around and doing all sort of ridiculous things. When you realize just how small he was in the grand scheme of things, it just the way it hit him. Actually, it hit me as a reader as well. But I read this also when I was young and impressionable, and now I'm old and grizzled, so nothing. I don't give a shit about anything. But
what number is that?
This is 29. He actually did a run on this series.
I know you sent me a couple of books.
Did I send you one of these? Was there a copy of this in there?
No, not that, but from that run. The birthday books that you sent.
There's a Hawkman book, and there's a few others, Starman, and there's a couple others. And it's a really good arc, but this particular issue, I really suggest, because you can read it in and of itself. You can read it as a one-shot kind of deal. I strongly suggest that you read it.
I'll have to look that one up.
Really, really good. Yeah, I've been taking notes too. And something that I wanted to ask, even though I totally could go to the Googles, who wrote God Country?
Donny Cates.
Oh, okay. That's all right. That bodes well.
That's like the one that really put him on the map. Was
yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, Jeff?
And Dusty Brick, I want to say hello. We had not met before, so I just wanted to say hello to you because we're and I saw the shirt and I loved it, but the audio was so stupid. I was just like, I gotta go. So, but now everything's working okay.
It's all good, man. It happens.
Nice to meet
you. Is anybody else got anything else, or is it going to be just the rest of my stack? Because I could.
I was going to go the Dusty Brick Brown next.
Yeah, I got two more left myself.
Yeah, I got a couple too.
Cool.
Well, I already showed the God Country. We were on the same wavelength, Steve. We're gonna have to build that time machine, man. But I'm surprised this one didn't come up. Now, this one wasn't the death of anybody, but I'm gonna tell you, this really hurt my heart to the core.
Oh man!
All right. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I cried over this, like, for real, because that splash page, because it was a full page of Magneto just saying, F you, Wolverine, I'm done with you, and just like after that, it was like, oh my god, like I started like tearing up, man. That was deep.
You literally thought Wolverine was dead right then and there. Right. Like when you read that issue, you thought, how the hell he's gonna survive that?
Yeah.
I mean, Jean Grey was keeping his body together with telekinesis. That's how serious it was. Yeah. Magneto just ripped. And you got to understand, the skeleton, he had adamantium on every part of his skeleton. So when Magneto ripped that out of him, he was done. His healing factor was maxed to the limit at that time. And they were trying, like Professor X jumped in. He was trying to keep Wolverine from going crazy because all the pain and stuff, and Jean Grey, and then you got Beast and all them in the corner. Oh my god, like that's never happened to anybody in a comic book before. Like he got messed up.
And they always hinted at it too, like they were always leading up to it.
Yeah,
the build to it was just so great with that whole Fatal Attraction storyline. It's like you expected something was going to happen, but you didn't expect it was going to happen to that magnitude.
Yep.
The least that could happen, okay, he's going to rip his claws out. No, Magneto said, look, man, I'm taking all your deal. Like, it's mine now, So I got 3 more, and just so happened, all of them happen to be X-Men books. I got other books, but I was too lazy to go pull them.
Al, have you read Ultimatum, Al?
I have. Ultimatum was the one where Magneto took.
He kills everyone.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you. Now the one that I was sad. It was one. I can't remember which issue was the Blob ate somebody. Who was?
Oh yeah.
That
was nasty.
That was horrible.
Sick run.
That was a sick page.
It was very sick. And then didn't Giant Man Henry Pym like squash him or something?
Yeah. Or ripped him in half or something like that.
Yeah, I had that issue, man. Now that was it didn't make me sad, but it was disgusting, man. Because right here was actually during the Legacy virus storyline, and this one hurt me because this Ilyana Rasputin passed away in this one because of the Legacy virus, and it was like the whole dynamics between when Colossus, because Colossus is one of my favorite characters, right? So the way they wrote this book, Colossus was just dumbfounded, man. It was crazy, and I kind of got sad over this. And then, probably about 83 issues later,
oh yeah,
he died. Now hindsight is 2020. The whole reason why he died was kind of corny, but at the time that I read this, it was like, no, Colossus, don't do it. They don't need you. Find Maggot. Find some other community.
Wow.
The way the story was set up, the cure would have been released to all mutants if a mutant died. So I hate to say it that way, but they could have got somebody like, come on, who? Name somebody. I can't even think of.
Hey, you said Maggot. You said Maggot, and I was right there with you.
Yeah, Maggot was like, why did y'all even waste time creating this character? Let's go get Maggot. He's not doing anything. Okay, so the last one I want to show is actually, I consider, if anybody follows me on Instagram, they know that I consider this to be like the magnum opus of all X-Men stories. This particular book is very, in my opinion, is touching and it's moving. And every time I read it, God knows it's true, I get like teared up. But I love this book. If you don't have it, I suggest you get it. If you can't get the original, get the reprint.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That was my next book, baby. That was my final book.
Fifth Gump Highly, I'm telling you, man, this book right here,
Bro.
if you can read this book and not feel something,
The first couple pages make you teary-eyed.
dude,
Bro.
it's crazy.
Bro.
Dude, and then the dynamic, the conversation, I can't remember who Kitty Pryde was talking to, but
I know what you're talking about.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
You the N-word, and it was like, wow, that book, Chris Claremont, that's it, right?
That
Dude,
right there was savage, right there.
Oh, bro.
Liam Stryker was, man, they did not, the movie, he paled in comparison. He was a Boy Scout in that X2 movie compared to what he was in God Loves, Man Kills, man. I'm telling you, it was.
I gotta read.
One of the greatest stories
Everyone
ever
I
told.
know
One of
has
the
read
greatest
this.
I haven't read that one, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
If you want to read a great X-Men one shot, that is the book to get right there. If you can read
one of the greatest stories, period. X-Men stories.
period. God Loves, Man Kills. Chris Claremont wrote his ass off on that book.
Hands down, dude. Those two graphic novels, man. The first one, The Death of Captain Marvel, and that's
another one. I'm looking for that one right now. Now that Death of Captain Marvel, a cousin of mine had that book, and I was never a fan of Captain Marvel, but the way that book, Jim Starlin wrote that book, didn't he?
Yeah.
The way he wrote,
Drew and wrote
in the lead up to Captain Marvel actually dying. Dude, that was some A1 writing back then, man. For real.
But that guy loved Man Kills. Classic, bro.
Yeah,
it's up there. It's up there, man. It's on the Mount Rushmore. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I remember when I read that when I was young, and I was shocked at the stuff I read in there.
So
you know, like you said, when Kitty used the N-word, I was thrown, and I was like, "What the hell?" I thought this was mature readers, but I was like, I was caught off guard by that.
And let me just say, for those who hadn't read it, it wasn't a situation where she was actually using it as a derogatory term.
It was an example, yeah.
Using it as an example because of how mutants got treated, get treated in the comic books and stuff. But the way that it's juxtaposed with the mutants, and then when Stryker comes and he has his whole group, and they have like the TV shows and stuff where he's getting on TV and he's just really dogging mutants out and stuff. Man, it's an emotional book, man. It's really an emotional book.
Hey, but you know what, man? Kudos to Claremont and to Marvel for allowing that to be published too.
Yeah.
That won't happen today.
Nope.
That would not happen today.
No.
And they did it the right way, and it was essential to the story because you could relate it to real life. Dude, epic writing, bro.
It was epic writing. And let me just say this one last thing. This is not a comic book, but it's actually comic related. There was a Justice League. You have to put it on me, Puff. But
I gotta put show something.
There's a Justice League. No, I'm not going to show anything. I'm just going to talk about it. There's a Justice League Unlimited episode. It's called Epilogue, and it's the second season of Justice League Unlimited. It's like episode 13. And basically, it was an episode where Terry McGinnis, it was in the future. And Terry McGinnis was went to go see Amanda Waller because she wanted information about Batman, like Bruce Wayne, when he was younger. So she went and she was like, it's a flashback episode, and she's sitting here talking about some of the exploits that Batman did because in Terry McGinnis's eyes, Batman was just an old cantankerous fart that, was hard on him and stuff. Well, she started telling stories about how Batman actually helped people. And one of the stories she told was with this girl named Ace. She was with the Royal Flush Gang, and her powers were like Sonic in nature, and they were going out of control.
Oh yeah.
So basically, what happened? She was on a swing, and Batman went in. Everybody else was doing their thing, fighting the Royal Flush Gang, and he had this dialogue with this girl. She was about to die, and Batman actually stayed with her during the time frame that she was going to die because she had to die to prevent whatever was happening. Dude, you talking about a tearjerker? That was if you get an opportunity, if you haven't watched it, it's Justice League Unlimited, season 2, episode 13. It's called Epilogue. I'm telling you, it is deep.
That was a great episode, man.
Great episode.
Now I get back on the topic. I kind of remembered something, Glenn, when we were listening to all these conversations. I don't have the book on me, unfortunately. Like I said, I wasn't prepared for this, but another death that was kind of touching, if you've read the series, was Rom the Space Knight. And Glenn might know about this. But when Rom...
Rom the Space Knight.
Yeah,
and,
the Marvel run.
Yeah, of course, Marvel. And they go and Rom, he's trying to go to... where his armor is and whatnot is, and they go and destroy his body there, when the guy takes it over or whatever, remember? And basically, essentially, he can't get back to being human again because they got rid of his body in his tomb or whatever on Galador. And then, of course, the other Space Knights, when they, die and sacrifice themselves for Rom and everyone in the big fight they have there. That's another kind of a touching storyline there.
Cool.
If you've read it.
I always had a soft spot for him just because he was that sort of character. He's just super, super good. And he's just trying to do the best he can under some really crappy circumstances, being in the armor and the whole thing and being, no home and all of that. And feeling like it was alone me and war against all the crap. And yeah, he's really relatable, even though it's like, he was an alien and the whole thing, but the character had such a human soul and a human quality to it. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah,
There's a lot of really cool moments in that book.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a lot of deaths in that affect all the people in the storyline.
Yeah.
If you haven't read it, it's a good series.
Yeah, I'm trying to collect it. This
Very good.
One of many series that I want to finish.
I was getting everyone hooked on ROM all the time.
Yeah,
I'm always
you're the reason why.
getting-
You're the reason why I'm hooked on it.
You
It's
and
good.
Marvel 7080
yeah.
be tagging me for Space Night Saturday with them ROM books. I'm like, I ain't got no ROM.
And I
I
read.
can't believe that. You got no ROM? Oh my
No
god.
ROM.
Neither, man.
That's Sal Buscemi.
No,
That's like a must-have series, man.
I got a couple of issues.
But
Of course,
anyway,
that famous first
We're
cover
a
with
massive
Frank Miller.
A-OK for you.
Yeah.
oh man. But
I'll start
anyway,
sending you some there, brother.
here's my next one that devastated me. Even if I already knew it, it still was devastating.
Is that Why the Last Man?
Oh,
That's
now,
why the last
yeah.
man.
I
Death of Agent
come on,
350.
man.
Damn, this shit killed me, man. I was this right here, even knowing the outcome, just reading it and getting to this infamous page, it just felt like your heart, just when they was really starting to connect with each other and their feelings, that bullet to the head happened and it just sunk the whole damn book for me as a fan of these characters, man. I was like, God, that was such a heartbreaking loss right there. And then, a couple of issues later, you get to another one that was heartbreaking, and that was the death of Amsterdam. And that hurt too. Because he was with that monkey from day one. Him and Amsterdam were the only males alive. And, when he died, when he's here carrying him in the cold weather, and then, just slowly but surely Amsterdam's just fading out of existence. It's heartbreaking, man. And this page right here just sealed it for me, man. It's like, God, I'm bawling out the eyes just reading that.
All right. Damn it. I'm actually tearing up right now. Like my eyes are stinging with you just showing that. Dang it. Like
He's frozen.
Like for real. Like for real.
Yeah, you're freezing up,
God.
Glenn.
That's good. I think it's a good thing. It might be a good thing, bro. Nobody wants to see a grown man cry, bro. It's all good. Freeze your ass off.
There's no shame.
No, there's no shame, dude. There's no shame.
No.
There is no shame. I totally agree. I'm just messing with you.
Fact. No, I know. I know you are. But I want to see if I can find it real quick. Because, dude. Oh, here we go. There was a short period of time.
You're like in and out freezing, so.
Am I freezing now?
Yeah, you're frozen.
Oh,
like,
I'm gonna
No, his sound was cutting. It was like,
But you're frozen in a super sexy pose, man. Super sexy pose. God bless. Bring his ass back. He looks sexy as fuck.
Yo,
What's up, Gomez?
got Gomez in the chat.
What's up, Gomez?
Hey, you can say that I broke him by showing that book. I broke him, man. I knew this book right here. If you haven't read Why the Last Man, you got to read it, man.
Bro,
If it's an amazing book, even if I spoiled it for y'all, because I already knew the outcome, but it still was an emotional hit. Like,
Did you read the new? I'm trying to think. I think it was the Victor Fries book. I'm not sure. Where they were showing like the backstory where he was doing the experiments for them, and like they were forcing him to do it, and his buddy was helping him. And then they they're trying to get out of the camp. It was like a war camp, and then his buddy gets shot down and killed. Did you read that? No.
That's a new one though, right?
Yeah, that's a newer one.
No, I haven't
I
read
think
it.
the covers. I didn't read the story.
Okay, that one was pretty touching. I'm gonna try and dig it out here. I think I have it. And
So you can go dig it out, and we'll go back to Quest.
yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna try and dig that out.
All right.
So Glenn,
did we fix this up?
yeah, you're moving, and we can hear you. You good?
You're good. You're good.
So the one thing that I did want to show, and there was a time when I was trying to get into collecting original art. So this is actually a page that I bought. This is the first page, the splash page, to the second "Why the Last Man."
Wow.
Nice.
Very nice. Wow. Very nice.
I am hoping beyond hope they do something with this property, because this image right here is so ripe to be like an iconic, kind of like Rick Grimes riding the horse.
Yes.
It's one of those. It's one of the could do something with this, and it would be like the image to define the series. Even the tree is the letter Y. Are you freaking? It's just like it's so. It's so good. But yeah, you guys know me that follow me at all on Instagram. You know that I'm like a massive flexor sort of person. But I did want to at least show that, because I am really, really proud to have that in my collection for original art.
Yeah.
You need to get that framed. You need to frame that. You need to get that. You need to get that framed.
Did you hear that?
Kyle is the worst, Hialeah. I am.
It's okay. It's okay.
It might be the connect your.
You need to get it framed. You need to get it framed.
But it's not okay, because y'all are talking and I'm trying to do it like that. Oh no, I have it. I have it in a Leo for now, and I just pulled it out to show you guys. But I keep it in a pad. I have other artwork that is framed, so I kind of rotate it out. I just didn't want it to get sun faded, so I kind of keep it in here, because I want to make sure that it stays kind of protected, free portfolio. So, but yeah, it's
very nice.
It's one of my prides and joys, man. That's for sure.
Bro, I've never read Why the Last Man, and you guys have got, and I've always wanted to. I just never got around to it. I'm gonna make it a point to get to that, man.
Same here. I've heard a lot of people in the community talk about it and give it props, so I definitely got to read that.
And it's Brian K. Vaughan, and I've read everything else by Brian K. Vaughan except for that.
That's an amazing run, you know.
On beginning to end, it's one of the best stories, just fiction, that I've ever exposed myself to. And
let's give you that gratuitous crotch shot there.
Myself to a lot of things.
I was whipping it out here. This is.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Have you read this one, Glenn? Von Fries? No,
I have not read that.
The Black Label one. No.
So.
Yeah, this is the one where it's like, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
See, they're like the Nazis or whatever, and so Von Fries is with his buddy there, and this kid's gonna die, and they're trying to get them out of the war camp, and it goes through the backstory of, like I said, with Von Fries, and he's trying to help his friend. Trying to get over here. Damn.
No, we can see it though.
Yeah. My hand's in the way. Sorry. So yeah, that's the one I was telling you about. Like, he's like helping his buddy get out of the prison camp, right? And they end up killing his buddy. Like, so they're.
Yep.
Here they're blackmailing him basically, and then the buddy gets shit, man. And then they shoot him anyway.
Dude,
it's like they're blackmailing him basically to do their dirty work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a good story. That's one of those ones I was telling you. And then it kind of like shows how he's connected to Thomas Wayne and all that.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a good read.
Nothing to bring tears to your eyes like Nazis.
What's that?
Nothing will bring tears to your eyes like Nazis.
Oh man. So Kirk, you got anything? Got another book?
I got a bunch of them.
Let's hear it. We ain't heard you talk.
What do you guys want? Modern, or you guys want some old school?
Whatever you want to go with. What story on your mind?
All right, so this, one of the first series that I got into collecting was like the New Mutants, and I love. This was like a tearjerker, issue number 60. If you haven't read it, this is the death of Douglas.
Yep.
Damn, you making me think of another issue too, man.
Yeah.
That was emotional.
And like just seeing him jump in front of the bullet, to protect Rain, and they're still fighting, and no one knows that he's just bleeding out and just like dying. And then after the battle is over and they win, like they weren't even supposed to be there. Like they weren't, they were, Magneto was like, "You need to stay home," and they's like, "Nope, we're gonna go save these group of mutants, these animal-like mutants that were tested on." And yeah, Douglas died. So he was one of my favorite besides Warlock, and it was definitely a tearjerker to watch him go. So I liked when they brought him back in the new X-Men series that's going on now.
You know what,
man? Warlock wasn't the one that I should have thought of. That issue 95 of New Mutants where Warlock passed. That was kind of hard, man.
I forgot about that one too. Yeah. I should have grabbed, and that was in my collection earlier too.
You know what?
That's a good one.
You know what that brought to my mind is the Mutant Massacre when they killed all the Morlocks and all that under the. Sad too, man. That run of the X-Men was
yeah. There was another run where I was looking for where in Uncanny X-Men where they they sacrificed themselves because of some dumb stuff that Forge had to do.
Yeah.
I guess they had to give their souls in order to like.
It's right in that run.
Is that Fall of the Mutants?
It's in the Fall of the Mutants.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there we go. So I went for that one. I couldn't find it in my collection. I know I had it though.
I think that's when they went through the Siege Perilous.
Yeah,
the Siege Perilous. Yes, that's it.
Yep. And they like start their lives over again or something like that. But they're not. They're dead. Yeah.
What's up, G-Man?
What's up? How you
You
doing?
look beautiful. You look like you're 20 years younger, buddy.
You like that? You like that?
I thought he's gonna keep the black.
Are you crazy?
She gets mad at me if I shave mine off. She's like, "What are you doing?"
Nah, I'm gonna start growing it again, man. I gotta grow it again.
I want to show something, buddy.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh man,
California blend.
I knew that was the one you was getting.
I love what she writes on the back of this, especially that line. Really cool.
I knew you was getting that. When you said it a couple weeks ago, I was like, "Yep, you getting that."
Also,
you couldn't keep that secret.
I can see those Morbus up in the corner, those pops.
hold on, real quick, since we're showing tell really quick. This is my newest. I have a little bit of a little. You know how where we buy all of our books from all over the place. Talking about online stores.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not. I'm not complaining. Just putting it out there. So this company I ordered from was Elite Comics, I think it was. I dealt with them about 2 years ago on a slab. Waited quite a while for it, but I dealt with them again. Tried them out one more time, and I knew something was up because when I got the box the other day, they threw in. Sorry, guys. They threw in an extra. Anyway, so this is what I ordered, right?
Oh, nice.
All right, and this is going to be no gloves. I'm going to show you why, because I left a note on the back of this. All the books came pretty much pristine. They put a free comic book on top, put something else on top, and then when I went to go open it,
Your kid.
Oh no!
Are you serious?
yeah, I'm dead serious.
Oh my gosh! No way.
Now, just so you know, they weren't cheap. I'm not. I'm. As you can see, Elite Comics. This is for you, but I'm just showing you.
Wow.
Not happy with that.
Did you contact them?
Yeah, I contacted them, and the thing is, they kind of put a little loophole in there. When you go to check out, there's a little box there. something about if you're ordering more comics or whatever than one, there might be one damaged. They kind of put like a little thing in there. So I'm like, okay, I give it to you. But on a better note, so the other ones, they came in pristine. And I ordered 3 of these, of course. 2 of them, beautiful.
So who that?
Yeah.
There you go. 2 of them came out beautifully, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, that's nice.
And then,
But Robert, how much was one copy? That's my question. How much? You got 3 of them, but what did one cost?
$750.
Okay, so it's not crazy. It's not crazy money.
No, but the other part of this, I'm going to show you. There's a little more. So this one, of course, because I didn't have this particular version of it.
Okay.
It's another variant. That's all. Morbius, of course. So this I bought as a set.
Nice.
The version copy of it.
Awesome.
Yep, and the regular version of it. So I mean that was roughly about $50 right there.
Right
here. And then the other ones were like $750. Of course, the other one was damaged, which kind of made me mad. And then another.
Well, at least it wasn't the version that came damaged.
No. Otherwise, I would have been.
That's where your big money was.
Otherwise, I would have been screaming. And so the other one, another $50 on top of that, was for this one. Now, this book is straight dumpster trash, you guys. I read the first one and I was so disappointed. Beautiful covers, but there's a reason why I got this one. And I was so happy to get this.
Very nice.
Not yet. Wait a minute. Boom.
Oh, nice.
Love that.
The Virgin definitely pops. Wow.
Yeah, it does. It's gorgeous. And I just got one. So I mean, take it as it is. I mean, I liked it. But yeah. We
So
all experienced that.
are you gonna use them again?
I don't know. I don't know.
Depends on what they got, right?
Yeah, I think it does. And that's the thing. We all have our loves for everything that we do, and it's like, you take that chance.
Yeah, no.
It's like there was a stream you guys going on earlier today, and it's a bunch of European guys talking about, which was really cool. A lot of our books that we have over here, like ASM 300 and all those ones, the German version, the Swiss version, all the Spanish versions of them, how collectors now are starting to veer towards that and trying to get some of those real rare ones in here, which is pretty cool. Talking about shipping policies and tax policies and all that crap. How is everybody? It just went dead silence.
I was just listening. That's all.
Rob came on to vent.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is, I miss you guys. I wish I could have come down to Florida.
It'll happen. Hey, we're talking about books that made us cry. That book made G cry.
Yeah, man. You pull that book out, you see that, bro. Tears start flowing.
Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't be too impressed with that.
What's that?
Well, that ripped book.
I was a little pissed. So then, on another note, something I noticed. I am kind of excited because I'm looking forward. I made a deal with another collector, and I'm able to get. I waited. I don't know why I waited so long, but I just waited, and I'm glad I did. The Incredible Hulk series, Invincible Hulk, or no? I'm saying it wrong.
Immortal
Hulk, the Invincible Hulk, the newest line. What's
Immortal.
Yeah.
The Immortal Hulk, right?
Yeah.
1 through 20, I got in immaculate condition, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, that's nice.
This is cool. I want to show you guys something. Most recent one that came to me that I thought was really cool because it's Joe Bennett and Ray Forge, I think it is. Sorry, guys. But this newest one.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a
I still didn't pick mine up. I'm still waiting to go get it.
I got not just one, but I got 2.
Oh, sweet.
Well, no, that's 33.
33.
Yeah.
Yep. 33. Now, what's it remind you of?
Hulk 1.
Yeah, the original one. Yeah.
It's a homage.
Yeah, Hulk 1.
Yeah.
Big time.
Definitely.
It was awesome. Awesome. The artwork on this, though, love that. Gotta love it. But yeah,
Awesome.
which is pretty cool. Oh, yeah. This is the free one they sent me. That was from Elite Comics.
Sweet.
That's a 25-cent book.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. 25-cent book.
So you save 25 cents.
Yeah. They sent me like a card with Spider-Woman on it or something like that.
Dude, thanks for nothing. Here's your 25-cent book.
But what is it with some of the titles, you guys? It's like my big hang up, you guys, is like I don't know why I keep gravitating towards Marvel Tales books. What is it about the Marvel Tales that's so cool?
The covers.
The original one?
Original run, even the reprints. Is it the art? Is it the story? What is it?
I like the original one because it reprints some of the Spider-Man tales.
Yeah.
You know, so if I can't really get,
They're cheaper too. That's the big catch.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And they also have the multiple stories in them too, from like 2 or 3 books, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
like the new Marvel tales, if I'm not mistaken, it's like freaking $8 or something like that, right?
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah,
I have the Thanos one. I was like, I thought it was a new story, but it was a mix.
I avoid buying it because of that price point. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're all reprints, eh? It's all reprints in there.
Yeah.
It's all reprints in there, but it's still cool. You know?
Yeah, it is. The
I
covers
don't
are
know
nice
why,
too.
but I always
Yeah,
gravitate to the damn thing. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And I want to see what it's about.
No, I'll pass on that one, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What's that?
On those for an $8 book, no, I'll pass.
Yeah.
I'll pass on that.
It's crazy what they charge for those.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I
Even
don't
some of
need-
those new DC ones were like that too. Those one shots they were doing, all the stories were good, but man, if you start adding those up, it's a lot. They're like $6 or $7 a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, guys, I got one more book on my cry list.
Let's see.
See it. All right. The backstory to this book is I probably read. Okay, this book came out in '75. I probably read it at 77. It was like one of my first books. I don't have the original copy that I had back when I was a kid, but it's Jungle Action.
Oh,
Number 14. Yeah, 14. It's Black Panther, and this is silly. It's gonna sound.
Oh my goodness.
no, it's not, Hailey. Go ahead.
Well, look, I even got a raw copy.
Nice.
When I was 8, man, it just showed me empathy when I was a child. And in this story, it's about, he's fighting dinosaurs and whatnot. But like somewhere in the middle of the book, this guy gets thrown in tar, and his actions cause a little bird to fall in the tar, right?
Yep.
And it's just a stupid little thing, a little
Yep.
bird. But towards the end of the book, it comes back to the bird, and it's just the bird keeps, and the writing's awesome. I'm not gonna read it, but then you see the little bird, and he just kept sinking and all that. It sounds ridiculous, but it had an effect on me when I was 8 because it kind of showed me empathy. That your actions have
Effects.
effects on other things that you don't even guess. You can't imagine what your actions are going to affect, but they do make a difference. And you always got to be mindful of what you're doing, and don't take anything for granted or anyone for granted.
Right.
So that's not tears, but it's just it meant something to me that I've never forgotten that little story. So. But that's my last book.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And I bet nobody had that book on their list.
I get it.
Shoot, that wasn't even close. This book was on my list. The next saga book.
Ooh.
And the character we were talking about earlier is the Stalk.
The Stalk, that's it,
There
bro.
she is right there.
Wow.
Getting busy with the will.
Man, she gone way too soon, man.
I do like that they're keeping her around in the will's subconscious.
Exactly, that is true.
But this issue hit me twice, and like this whole thing with the comment and they're trying to get off this planet because the planet is doomed to this asteroid that's passing by. The asteroid was originally just going to pass by and not affect them, but these evil warriors here.
That looks like Biggie Shack.
It does look like Biggie Shack.
That looks like Biggie Shack right there.
Oh man, these guys changed the trajectory of what that asteroid was going to do, and then it starts to affect the planet. And then you had these little creatures on there. They lived on the planet. We got to know them for the last 6 issues.
Yeah.
So when the planet starts to get attacked by that asteroid, Alana is shifted over and she hits the wall, and she's currently pregnant at the time. And that, kills the baby inside her. So that was teary-eyed in itself, that, she loses the baby because of this.
Yeah.
And you get to this page and they don't hear the baby inside her, and that was devastating to read. But the last part, where you see the little creatures that was on that planet all engulfed into the darkness, and the last page just killed me, man. Just that weeping, that cry of help, please, I believe in God, and just get engulfed into darkness.
Oh my God, it's almost like a little bird going into the tar.
Yeah, and the last couple pages are nothing but black, and you start to realize, like, man, that's all he's seeing. If he's still alive under all that tar, is just nothing but darkness, man. And he's just suffocating. And I teared up, man, because that was like back to back daggers to the heart. Alana losing the baby, those creatures losing their lives, all because something of a political magnitude changed that outcome of that asteroid, and that hit me hard.
Dude, Saga's so good, bro.
Wow.
Saga is so good.
Yeah,
man.
Wow.
Yeah, I need to
That
get
comes a
that.
message right away, doesn't it? Wow.
And then I could just go ahead and just bring this up. Issue 50-4.
Dude, just open to the last page, man. Just open to the last page.
I don't even know if I want to see the last page, man.
Open it to the last page.
Damn, man, you want to?
It's been out 2 years already, man.
We still gotta wait another year, man.
What book is that?
Issue 54, man. Jeff Marco, man.
Yeah, bro, so good.
Oh man, when the will stabbed him, bro, that
way.
Hey, and you know what sucks, Sean? The Will's my favorite character in that book, man.
Oh, I hated him after that.
Dude,
I liked the Will too. I thought he was a pretty cool character. He had Lion Cat with him.
Bro, I fucking love the Will. Him and Prince, Robot Prince, bro, they're my 2 favorite characters, bro. And yeah, dude, God, I hate the Will for that, dude. God, I hate the Will.
and the fact that we still waiting, I was like, God, that cliffhanger just killed me, man. Tears were coming down. I posted on Instagram, why? That's all I said. Why?
Guys, if you haven't read Saga, man, I cannot. What a great book, man! Just
haven't read it.
Neither have I.
I'm trying to finish the first volume right now.
Looks a little strange, but I don't know.
It's
no idea.
strange.
It's super strange.
When you get past it, and there's a lot of odd things that happen in that
The
happen.
beginning of the
God,
first issue was just like,
you know the dragon. When you turn the page and you see the dragon, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Man,
This in a comic book.
The part that had me was like, yo, this is just so far over the top, is when the Will went to that sex planet. And the first thing you see is the 2 ladies.
Dude, that book is not for kids, bro. Not by a long shot.
Do not even leave the book around kids,
No,
man.
bro. Dude, what about the giant?
Yeah.
When you see the giant, it's like, what the?
Man.
Amazing, bro. That book is truly amazing, man.
And then, the last book I'm going to bring up, I ranted about it before, but it still gives me teary-eyed, is ASM 400.
And
The supposed I still consider this the death of Aunt May.
Yeah.
I still consider because
buddy.
whatever they brought back ain't Aunt May to me because I don't even care for her no more. This is the Aunt May that passed away because it's relatable. The story was it was written well and it got you emotional. And when I read this, my grandmother had passed away a few months prior.
Oh wow!
I resonated with this book, man. It felt something for me, and you teared up when she finally closed her eyes and passed away.
Wow!
So even after all the reboots and stuff they did, this book is still an emotional impact.
Yeah.
nice.
Biggie just brought up a book, man. When they killed Rick Grimes.
Oh yeah, that was everybody was posting that when that book came out.
So unexpected, right?
So he
Hey,
has to
Sean,
go eventually.
I'll
Yeah,
show
what's
you
up?
one more book before I go, and I'll let someone else jump in.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
facsimile, right?
Mhm.
All right, I'll fuck around, show the real one.
Oh, nice.
I'm not fucking with you. There you go.
Very nice. Love that cover.
Roger.
That is nice.
Sweet.
I thought you'd like that one.
Sweet.
I just thought
nice.
I'd show that one before I pop out. All right, listen, guys, it's been great.
Nice hanging out with you, Diecast.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
It's always a blast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's too bad Glenn having technical issues, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, this show was all around Glenn, and then he ends up disappearing. It's like, it kind of sucks. See if you can get him back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if we can get his setup closer to his.
He had popped in when Robert was doing his showing off the books, but then he disappeared and he ain't come back.
I'll get out.
No, I'm gonna jump
I
off.
remember the first time I was on here, I had trouble with my audio, so
Yeah, nobody's backstage now, so we all good.
you're all good.
I gotta go cook, man. It's almost
I'm gonna be starting to cook soon, so
Yeah, me too.
it's
Exactly.
getting that time, brother. The
I gotta
cook's
go
gotta
make some
cook.
burgers.
Hilarious.
Hey, I'm having burgers too, brother.
Synchronicity.
Bet.
just you gonna cook them restaurant style or regular style?
Yeah, I don't know. Homemade, not restaurant style. I'm going out in the barbecue.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for letting me on. Robert, mine, Big Al, Di, Glenn,
Yeah, man.
Steve, Biggie. Thank you, man. It was an awesome time. I'll keep watching. I'll be listening.
Same here. I'll see you all on Instagram, brothers.
Be good, guys.
Y'all take care and stay safe, man.
Y'all.
Bye, Leah.
All right.
Bye.
Peace out, brother.
So, Robert, do you have any books that made you emotional, or any stories that you read that you got teary-eyed? Just to get your perspective on it.
Gee, you have to put me on the spot like that? There's quite a
Hey,
few.
it's a teary-eyed episode, man.
All right, I don't want to be teary-eyed.
I have a couple if he doesn't want to go.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Kurt.
Let's see what I got. All right. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about this run, this series, but I loved it. I love a twist, but this made me cry when this young lady right here got her neck broken. So seeing her die was, it was very sad because she's the one that was keeping the team together, through these dark times, as Captain America was taking over the planet, Hell Hydra. But yeah, when he broke her neck and watching Spider-Man, pretty much pummel him, Captain America to, almost death. Yeah, it was an intense read. So that's one of mine. And then this was like tears of anger, but this. I don't know if you guys read Marvels, but yeah. Man, the depiction of mutants, it was so on point how society, I feel like, would have depicted them. And it brought me to tears of anger. Man, this is it's so good because you can feel like this is how society would attack mutants. Even the dude that is narrating, he is prejudice towards mutants, and was like even threw a brick at one of them during a riot. And then, like, ironically enough, like, he has, there's a mutant girl in his house, and he's like, crap, and he has a change of heart, because he's, he doesn't want to see anybody get hurt. And then the Sentinels attack. So this was like a tearjerker. And I got one more. I know Wolf Warner brought it up, but the death of Elektra.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Reading, because I'm reading this in parts, and I grabbed this because I got it for a good deal at LCS close to me. But like reading how Bullseye's mind works, he's like, this dude is sick.
Yep.
And when he shanked like Elektra, it was like almost like poetic justice for him. And it's like, it was like he was sick and put a costume on and watched, Matt Murdock find her and watched her die. That dude was sick. So that kind of made me sad when I read that one.
That was a tough one to read too.
Yeah.
When especially when it gets to that point when she's crawling into his apartment,
yeah.
He opens the door and see her down and out, and then Bullseye's just watching, like you said. This is like,
yeah.
That's why when Daredevil did to him in the following issue where he had him by hand hanging on the wires and he just let him go. Yep. You could tell that was just such a strong emotional impact on him that Daredevil don't do that, but at that moment he's like, man, fuck this motherfucker.
Yeah, basically.
Didn't Frank Miller write that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, I'll tell you this too, Kirk, man. I may be in the minority with you, but I actually enjoy Secret Empire too, man.
There's people out there that like it, but I think there's a lot of like Captain America hardcore fans are like, we want pure Cap. I like U.S. Agent personally. I'm not a big Cap fan, but I like how they portray. Cause I love a twist. Like I love something that's gonna make me grab me into the story and like find out that he was a Hydra agent. It was like, oh, that's a big twist, and like the Earth is mine.
I actually equated, and I know somebody might laugh at this, but that whole Secret Empire story, man, I equated it to when Hulk Hogan joined the NWO. I mean, wow, who was expecting Hulk Hogan to heel change? Were you, Sean?
No.
So when he dropped that leg on, was it Randy Savage?
Yep, Macho Man.
It was a wrap. And I equated the Secret Empire to Hulk Hogan turning bad and stuff. And I hated Hulk Hogan before then, and then after he became Hollywood, I loved his ass.
Hey man, I was ready to jump on that show y'all had about wrestling. I should have jumped on there, man. When y'all showing them lists of wrestling, I was like, damn it, let me jump on here. But I didn't, man. I didn't have my setup ready and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah. If y'all could come back and do shows like that, bro, I'll jump on anytime.
Well, hopefully we'll come back, man. Well, we'll be consistent from here on out. So, yeah. But yeah, man, I like Secret Empire, man. A lot of people are pissed off with Captain America, but I mean, sometimes when you're dealing with comics, I mean, we're talking about 50, 60 years of history. Yep. And over a period of time, certain storylines get played out. So you got to be creative with it.
Yeah.
You don't go off on the deep end. And I mean, if you look at the whole story with Captain America becoming a Hydra agent, that's plausible. I mean, based on his history fighting against Hydra, it makes sense.
Yep.
You fight them so long, you join them.
Right. I mean, you never know. They might have captured them, and I mean, you look at the whole Secret Invasion angle. I mean, all those people were Skrulls that you thought were actually real people. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, in the page of the comic book, so
Yeah, man, anything could happen and turn good or bad.
Right.
I didn't particularly, because I wasn't reading much of Marvel when Secret Invasion was happening. I do have that first issue where he said Hell Hydra. That shit was spread like wildfire. Everybody was like, yo,
People
Yo,
were
what's
pissed.
going on? Captain America's not a Nazi and stuff. Yo, people was going crazy. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
People going crazy over this. Like, oh, that's not my Cap. Cap ain't no Nazi. And then people making fun of it by using that as memes for other characters. That was even better, man.
That's hilarious.
It's like the whole Rob Liefeld thing with the Major X and his first appearance.
I actually
Bro,
like Major X.
I was so amused at that whole situation because of how people was running with that Spider-Man Deadpool book. First appearance of Major X and tagging his ass. He blocked all of them.
Wow, that's hilarious.
That angered him something serious though.
Yeah, I did.
He's always angry.
Yeah, it's nothing
He
to
always
take
got
serious,
something
man.
to complain about.
But, yeah, that whole Cap thing was funny. Like, I don't take none of this stuff seriously. Like, whenever they change characters, like they did with Sam becoming Cap and Jane Foster becoming Thor,
Yeah,
I don't even think of it like that no more because I'm like, they're gonna go back to the original characters.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's just a
I mean,
temporary
that's just comic book
stopgap.
history. Like, there's always going to be some kind of form of retcon or
And
reboot, you know.
and I liked the Sam Wilson as Cap.
I
I
did
thought he
too.
was pretty.
I wouldn't
I thought he was
say
pretty
that.
good. No, it's just that some people take it too far.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just chill. Just chill. But that is. Hey, Al, you saw this right when I posted this?
Yeah. I saw it. I liked it. Yeah, that's a nice little cover right
Nice.
there, man.
Yeah.
but
That is the best part.
I should have won the hunt with this, but
Wow, what is that in? What do you have that in?
a DGC. This is D-Runter custom slabs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the whole Slimer arm popping out to get that hot dog.
Part right there.
I actually watched that show, man.
Yeah, I grew up watching that cartoon too.
No, I was watching the show where you lost. I ain't
Oh,
trying.
I watched that.
You look like you were like, man, I should win this, but I'll get railroaded.
I know, right? But if you look at it, if you count it from the 5 books we sold, I won 3 out of the 5. He only beat me with the Deadpool and the other book where I went up against him with Ghost Rider. But I won the Vampirella, I won that one, and I won that Black Panther Captain America one. So he only won because of that Rob Liefeld theme, because that's the main vote.
Yeah.
But I was like, I should have won the whole damn thing, man. If you ain't throw Rob Liefeld out, if he ain't throw Rob Liefeld as a theme, I would have won.
Real talk.
That's real talk. But it was fun, man. I mean, I know the rest of the personalities we have on there. Everybody got personalities when we got.
Yeah.
I enjoy it just for that, Every time somebody bring out a slab, it's a slab shot, I just hit you in the head with a slab. One time I did that to JD Flair. He put fake blood on his head and stuff.
That's
so let me ask you this, man: has there been?
He put fake blood on his head and stuff.
Has there been any? Has MegaCon been canceled?
It's been postponed.
Yeah.
Well, I see.
Who that? What?
Hunting Javi.
Who that? Who?
Oh, he's hunting some dollar books.
Oh, wow.
He's in the trenches.
I'll be right up. Someone's having some fun.
So
I got that.
That's in a dollar box.
What? Wow.
That's a whole stack too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't lie. If I had my druthers, I would be there digging in boxes too.
Oh yeah, big
Near me
time.
that are open.
Big time.
And this is what we were supposed to do in 2 weeks at MegaCon.
I know, right?
I know.
That's
Nice.
a fire cover. I got that one.
Oh wow, that's in a dollar bill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Dollar bin.
Yeah, with no bags and boards.
Take
Yeah.
this.
I'll still take them.
Yeah, me too.
Just like that time we was at the shop with 25-cent bins. We was there for like two plus hours.
Dude, you know what? I've been in situations where I have 50-cent, 25-cent bins, while other people looking for keys. Man, I'll find a chair and I say, hey, can I pull these out and just go through them? Sure. Hour, 2 hours, man, just digging. Because you can find a lot of good stuff in 25
You
bins.
can.
The Miracle Man or Mr. Miracle.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Oh, he got that dead man there.
That man is there.
Dale
Oh,
Adams.
what's that shark cover?
What is she?
It's a Deadpool variant.
Ah!
Yeah, there is a Deadpool. Or is it? Is it?
So cool. That Godzilla though. Nice. Ever since I found out that Godzilla
That was that Hanna-Barbera cat.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's clean.
Top Cat.
Oh,
Top cat. Awesome.
Nice.
What are you saying about
the Beetle though? Is that the first appearance of Question? Dang.
Ooh, look at the Silver Surfer there. Nick Fury's shield. Ooh.
Any Tales of the Stein?
Oh my God.
Surfer.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 would have been gone off that shelf right there.
White Raven.
I guess they not quarantined down there in Miami if he's out there shopping.
That's pretty
How
cool.
did they shut everything down on Friday?
Oh, wow. Is that Soundwave? Yep.
Yep.
You guys hear me?
Now we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, man. They're still open here. They said they're accessible, but we're still practicing.
Yeah.
Oh, Cena.
Trying to be conscious.
Yeah, man. You got the shop digging.
Yep.
Looking for books.
The first run of Cat.
Hobby.
Run.
What's up, bro?
What was the mystery in space that was in the glass case? What issue was that? Sorry, guys. I need to know. Yeah, that's the one.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't see the issue number,
It's probably covered up.
but it's a 10 center.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. God, I wish it was
Gotta
done.
have it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got that What If with the Hulk and
I
Wolverine.
did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them.
So jealous, Hobby.
I know, right?
Can't believe it was in that dollar bin. Oh my God.
Whoa.
What the
I
hell?
got that.
In action.
Nice.
I got that one. Yeah. Some Hulk action.
Oh, nice.
Some 90s.
Nice. Warlord.
The Warlord.
Ooh.
Silver. Oh, Lifeform. That was a good run.
Yep.
A good run.
Wow.
Never seen that comic before.
I got 2 copies of that.
Oh, nice.
Disney books.
My baby brother collects those. He would love those.
Uncle Scrooge.
Those are some nice little books to have,
Yeah, they are.
to read. Oh, nice Ghost Rider there.
Wow.
I used to have a couple of Dennis the Menace comics when I was younger.
Yeah.
Back when Dennis the Menace was, big time.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Wilson.
I posted a post a few days back with Richie Rich. I used to buy the Richie Rich just out of grocery stores, man. And I've been on the tier trying to find as many of them as I can for the first volume. So it's all good to have those kind of books.
Oh, Commander.
Yeah.
Jack Kirby.
Hell yeah. That is awesome.
What up, everybody?
Woo! Hey.
Oh, I got.
Boom, pow.
Yeah.
Feel like now.
Bobby, that was awesome. Oh my God, that was awesome.
Growing out the
All
beard.
right, man.
What up, Javi?
Oh, peace. He bounced to the out.
Yeah, Javi came in and sold off some books there.
All right.
Yeah, I was watching. Everyone said, "Man, I wish I could be hunting."
Yeah.
Now I need this book right here.
Now he
Oh, nice.
My most recent one. It's got a little blemish in here, but you know what? I was so happy to get that. It's
So
like
nice.
my eye.
So, quick question: when is MegaCon? Because I'm actually I'm formulating a plot in my mind now. Because if it's a couple months,
We got Al formulating the plot. You
seriously,
know I'm gonna be involved in that.
I'm telling you, man. If it's in the cards, because I mean, you know, the coronavirus has thrown everything out of whack. But you know,
we gotta hope this shit die down because
Yeah,
they got
no
it in the beginning of June, the first weekend of June.
Yeah, we need it to go away.
It's
Come
not gonna
back
happen.
another 500 years when I'm gone.
Yeah.
I may have to roll down to Florida, man. Like for real, because it seems like everything else. Because you know, I was going to the con in Huntsville next month, and that's pretty much all but gone. You know, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta hope this damn corona thing just take a nosedive, man.
Yeah, dies out, loses some.
If that shit don't go away by the middle of May, there's a chance I might not even go to MayCon.
I mean, I can't. Like, they already closed the schools down here, like, for the whole year. So that means I'm going to be probably teaching
I like Dusty's
online.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Play some Nintendo, some classic Nintendo after this.
Yeah, I had to choose between this one and my Nintendo 64 shirt. You know,
I have that one, but I need to get me another Nintendo shirt.
yeah. What do y'all feel about Black
About what?
Black Widow being pushed to November?
Irritating.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, jelly.
An omelet. Ooh.
Vegan style.
Black Widow being pushed to November is
Irritating.
reasonable. It's irritating, but reasonable. You know, I mean, what can they do?
Yep. One of my heroes. I'm so happy that they're finally making the damn movie. It's taking them forever.
Should have
a
been
long time ago.
Yeah. They should have done it at least after Civil War. You know,
Absolutely.
if this took place after Civil War, it should have been done after that.
Yeah.
I can show you guys something that's not a redhead cover that I was really happy to pick up.
All right, when you're ready.
Is that Vampy?
No, that's Betty Page.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they've been bringing her back a lot lately.
Yeah, I love that cover. Beautiful cover.
Can't go wrong with Betty Page.
Ooh.
My mom used to draw her a lot.
Woman's got some history.
Let me take it off you. There's a book that
Steve, did you get any mail today?
Damn, I haven't even looked outside. Let me look.
Yeah, I haven't looked yet.
Remember this storyline?
Oh man, I want that book. Yes.
This is like my second copy. The first copy is all beat up because I read it so much as a kid. That's how you know a comic book has been loved. Because you read it so many times. But I always thought this cover was so over exaggerated. You know, like I'm thinking, you look at the cover as a kid, like, God damn, Bane's this huge ass monster like the Hulk. And then you open it up, he's just a regular muscle man. I'm like, that's misadvertising here.
Agreed.
They wanted to convey a message that actually attracted you to the book, like, oh my God, Batman is getting dealt with. Let me go ahead and buy this book, you know.
Yeah.
And he did get dealt with, though.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So if we were going to put them side by side, would that be Batman's like apocalypse for Superman?
Yeah.
But that Night Quest came out after Death of Superman, so they tried to emulate each other with that.
Right.
But he didn't get killed. He just got his back broken, right?
Right.
Yeah, just to take him out.
Right.
Yeah. And what was the name of that dude that took over his
Azrael.
Yeah, Azrael. Yeah, and then he had to like take him out because he's like, I don't want to stop.
He was like a killer like Batman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's like that.
Always in the 90s, let me grab the other book that was huge in the 90s that led to a change.
These peers.
What you doing, Steve?
I went outside. I didn't see nothing yet, but usually around 4 to 6, somewhere in there.
Well,
is
if you
when
don't see it
stuff
today, you
comes.
see it on Monday.
I'm gonna be checking though. Don't worry.
All right, good.
I'll be out there.
I just got this.
Ooh,
Some Black Panther goodness.
yeah, heck yeah.
Goodness right here. Shout out to Big.
I still need that.
I need this issue. That's like so expensive. Like, I ended up getting a good deal on this one, but I've always wanted. His first appearance is going to be like definitely out of my reach right now until I get more financially stable. But this was, I can't wait to read this. So I'm going to put this on the read pile. I got some Silver Age Hope.
This one right here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's right before he turns into Parallax.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like after Superman and Batman, let's do something with Hal Jordan. Let's turn him bad. Like he turned him for Captain.
With
And this cover though, man. People talk about Tom Brady in the rings. They bring up this cover.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
Phil Jackson got this amount of rings on his fingers.
Wow.
But the look of Hal Jordan's face is what sells it. Like you see this on the corner newsstand, and you're curious to pick it up.
Now, what is going on?
Like this dude look evil, man. And he's the hero.
Yeah.
There should be liberties when it comes down to writers turning characters heel. We were just talking about the whole Captain America thing. And
Hey.
So I mean,
Hey, you remember that horrible story that turned Iron Man heel in the 90s when they brought in young Tony Stark?
oh yeah,
Iron Man 2020 or whatever.
No, I'm talking about during the Crossing storyline in the Avengers in the mid 90s. They had Iron Man commit murder and he turned heel. You become a bad guy and stuff. And they went to the past and got young Tony Stark.
What the heck?
I was like, that shit was horrible. Biggie.
Biggie.
What's up, Biggie?
Hey, I got a couple more books I found. I got Death of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Ultimate Comic.
I was talking about that one. Yeah.
hold on a second.
Take a bullet and like you bring it up.
It was pretty sad, man.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Everybody around him kind of got took away from him, and
And people just watched him die. It was messed up.
This is really good.
Damn,
dude.
I can't hear Biggie. I'm gonna jump out and jump back in.
All right.
This is a suicide awareness issue. I won it off of Discovery pop-ups, and I read it, and it's a perfect issue. It's a perfect character for that content because Deadpool went through so much, and if anybody could kill themselves, probably be Deadpool.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if y'all brought this one up, dude, but I figure if you're going to do a video about sad comics, I have to,
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
That's definitely up there.
Yep.
I had that on my favorite stories when we talked about our favorite stories. I talked about that series.
What up, Stone Cold?
Damn, I can hear him now. All right. I still can't hear him. And then
It's like, no.
was putting some of my books in Mylar, and this one right here, I caught the corner of it. And you gotta be careful because they're razor sharp. I spent $30 on this book, and for everything to be like trimmed, like right here, there's a little slice right there. It's still there, but that sucks. I just have to leave it in the bag. I ain't gonna sell it. I don't think I'd ever sell it. So yeah,
that's how my Spider-Man 33 is. Every time I take it out, like a little bit of it.
I know that's one of my complaints about the size of the Mylar. But when you get the shipments in, and you get your 50 packs in, one of the things I do all the time, it's a pain in the butt. It's called prep. You cut the edges off on the corners like this, and you fold it down. You'll never have that roll up.
Yeah,
that's not my problem though.
It's
Rob.
the edge.
It's on the inside where you're putting the comic at.
Gotcha.
I gotta show a Biggie book right here. I know Biggie's got one.
Oh, dude, that's a banger, bro. That was the first annual I ever got, man.
Yeah. I busted out a few Spider-Mans today. See what's going. I ain't had them out in a minute.
You got all the books in there, man. All in one spot.
I got a lot of my Silver Age over here, so and in the closet. So when they're in the closet, they're out unless there's some serious flexing going on, and we got to go flex.
I love this cover, man. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a dope cover right there.
Yeah, man, Kirby is the man. Face it, man. You can't go wrong.
I look at this thing every day, bro. Probably like 5 times a day.
That's perfect. And that's a perfect cover for Floating Head Cover Friday.
Yeah, this one though. You see this one, Steve?
Yeah, I've seen you showing it and how he packed it and everything.
Oh yeah, you watched my video. Yeah,
watch your video. After you said that your chest was hurting, I didn't even hear shit about that.
Yeah, I was watching that too.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be smoking, man, but I get a little crampy sometimes. So if I move, my strength weird. I was okay. Puff saw me last night right after I did it, dude. Puff, I was in bad shape, wasn't I?
Yeah, you wasn't as active as you usually are.
No, I almost said, dude, let's do the hunt first and do the cover later. But I was like, no, let's just do it the regular way.
But see, that's the thing. When you got those books like that cat, I probably would have had a heart attack. I see that shit falling off. I'm like, good Lord, you just got that book.
That's what I did. I was like, ah! And it fell right, but bro, I was walking around 10 minutes like, should I call the ambulance? Am I dying? Like, what's going on, bro?
Maybe like anxiety.
Hey Puff, was you on the day that I ripped the cover off of that damn? What was it? It was a Dracula book. Was you?
Oh no!
Everything went wrong that day, man. My internet was working up. Yeah, I caught I went to put a new bag on, and I had the old bag laying there, and I laid the book, and it stuck to the front.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
If I would have just sat there and sat there and calmed down and not tried to get it off right away, and said, screw it, I'll cut a little piece of tape because it's clear and leave it on than to peel it, I would have had it. The book was like a damn 9.0, man. It bent me out of shape. I was mad all the way till Jeff says something about them damn cows.
Hey, did you ever get that book again? Did you ever get another copy?
No, I didn't get it. This was a super good copy and a super good price. That was can't remember what it was.
That's the worst.
I think it was the two.
That happened to me with an Avenger.
It was a red cover. I can't remember which one it is. Hialeah knows. Hialeah said, "What'd you do with the book?" I said, "I crumbled it into bits and threw it in the garbage."
I believe it.
He said, "Why'd you do that?" I said, "Dude, I was bent, man. You haven't seen the bad side of me when I'm mad."
Could have sent it to me. I would have posted for Nowhere Near Mint Monday.
Yeah.
Hey, the bad thing is, Sean, you couldn't even see the tape. It was only going to be like that big left. That's all I had left to get loose. And I was easing it, and it said, I said, "Oh my!"
So that again, Kurt?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Nice. This is another jerker right here. If you read the first episode or the first issue of this, like what happened? He just like bonded with one of his students, and like this gang pretty much like runs him over and then displays him in the gym, the basketball on a cross, like on a cross. So this was so messed up. But I want to start watching the TV show. I never watched it, but I got this so I can read it and get some back history. But I love the character. Even like the issue where like Superman trying to like take him to jail. I'm like, he's like, hey, you ain't gonna take me down, Superman. Oh, nice.
Is that a sketch variant, or you got that sketch commission?
I got actually there's a story behind this. Like one of the first cons that we had here in Macon, Georgia, Mark Bagley was there, and I was basically, you know, a huge fan of his when he was doing the run of New Warriors with Fabian Descendia. Yeah. Anyway, I went to the con and he was there, and my intention was to get New Warriors #1 signed, but I forgot it, left it at home. So when I got to his booth, I saw this. I said, well, I got to get some signed. So I saw this and I went ahead and bought it. And I went to his booth and I said, Mr. Bagley, I'm a huge fan of your art. I've been following you since the New Warriors. And he cocked his head to the side. He was like, okay, cool. So I said, well, could you sign this book? So he said, well, I'll do one better for you. He said, I'll go ahead and sketch Spider-Man on it. And that's what he did. I took a video of, and you know, he was charging like, I think $15 to $20 at the time. He didn't charge me the time.
Nice.
So he did this for free.
Very cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I plan on getting it slab one day. So
nice.
Awesome, man. It's always good to have, you know, books with great stories behind them.
Yep.
Shoot, man. A good thing about this is I can bag and board sometimes. This looked like crap till I rebagged it.
Oh my god, it's beautiful! Look at that.
It was looking ugly. Marlar can do some some miracles, man.
Yeah, high definition.
Hey, yo,
Right?
Puff,
Yeah.
let me see that sketch you got from Stone Cold, dude. That thing was crazy, bro.
Oh, from 36.
Oh,
I think it was from Squatchy.
Oh, you're talking about Sean's. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, well, you got to check that thing. That thing is something else, man.
Look at that, y'all.
just wonderful, man.
Nice.
The wraparound kills it too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that when you were on, Sean, and D had showed. Remember, he had showed some of the banners on top, and he showed Ghost Spider, and I was like, man, he's showing right what I need. He's got it in his hand right now. But you were in the chat. I couldn't even say nothing.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Man, that's
a good piece, Puff. That's a good piece.
Yeah, I like I was saying, I should have won the Hunt Cover Championship with this.
You would have won any round you used that book with. I bet you, bro.
But if you look at the totality, it was 5 rounds. I won 3 out of the 5. So technically, I won.
We deemed thee the champ on Saturday show.
But you know, he won the cover. He won the main title, the main theme part, and that's what sealed it. So
I might have to kick John's ass, bro. Ain't nobody able to beat his ass, bro. I don't know what the hell we can do with him.
You gotta snatch that crown, man. Snatch that wig off his head.
Ain't nobody getting no damn books. I'd have to buy one off eBay, man. I don't want to do that. Daggone it. I don't know. I'll try it, maybe.
But yeah, I was like, man, thank God I got the AOK. I could use that against him. Because
I don't know how you lost, dude. Hey, yo, Puffs brought some crazy books to the hunt last night, dude.
That Tales of Suspense, Captain America and Black Panther, that was amazing.
Oh my God, dude. That's
that was
gorgeous.
a sweet copy too, wasn't it, Sean?
Yeah.
And I got that for a great deal too, man.
And I loved that Avengers 2 that he pulled. That's a great book to have and great slab.
You beat it.
Yeah.
You beat it.
I beat it. You know, and
I know. I was like, he goes, well, I shall bring out okay. I said, oh damn, I knew
Stone
what he
Cold
had.
Did you watch the hunt last night, Stone Cold?
Yeah, I was watching it.
Bro, did you see the point where I said Bro, we all of us have Steve Whiting books.
Yeah.
Every one of us, dude.
That's funny.
I was
Hey,
like,
it's crazy how it worked out because I sent them all out at different times, and you guys showed them at the same damn time. I was like, everybody's like, damn, he just gave his whole collection away. Dude, I got tons of stuff from everybody else.
You gave like 3 collections away, bro. There's kids watching that don't have none of that stuff, bro. Like,
Hey
that
man,
stuff is insane.
all these are from you, Biggie, and there's one from Varangian, 2 from Varangian. I got a bunch of stuff too, man. Robert sent me a lot of stuff. Robert sent me a book, and I'm waiting if that door knocks, I'm gonna fly to it and get it.
That's what we gotta get Stone Cold. We gotta get him that one he ripped up.
God, I can't remember. Only one that knows is Hialeah because he said, "What'd you do with the book?" I said, "I ripped it up." He goes, "No."
Could have at least kept it so we can know what it is, you know? We would help you get another
I know it's a Dracula book, man. It's the one with the red cover, man. I don't know if it's Tomb of Dracula 1.
You ripped up Dracula?
Avi said the hunt should be just because Steve's A-OK.
Hey, I give credit where credit's due, bro.
Hey, man, I bought a couple of hobby boxes. I'm getting Sharon back. I sent one to Sharon. So I said, make sure you don't put Wonder Woman in there because Sean wants me to put a Wonder Woman.
For the Wonder Woman. She would have gave it to Rena. She would have gave it to Rena.
Hey, is it Rena signing today sometime?
I think it was at 1.
Yeah, but is it already happened? Damn, we missed it. I thought it was at 3 or something Mountain Time or something.
We could have missed it. I
don't know, man.
I think today's also her birthday as well.
Yeah, that's got to be awesome. But you know, I didn't know if it's going on or not. Anybody in the chat jump over and see if it's on or not.
Yeah, I see it's on now.
Is it on?
Yeah, she got John's Comments with Kids on.
All right. Well, damn, I think I'm going to run and go jump in, man, because she always supports all of us all the time, man. And I want to make sure I jump in there and say something. I can't hear Kurt either. Dang it.
So we might as well just call it a wrap here. You know, I want to thank everybody for jumping in. We had a great time today. Great topics. Books that shed tears. Even Biggie shed a tear when he almost dropped his cap. You know, and then he has stuff.
If he'd have dropped that cap, oh Lord.
He had a heart attack with.
Okay.
But
the bomb book right there.
Amazing book, you know. And
oh my God,
man.
It was great having you on again. I need to get the Comic Call and Roundtable on here. We could all just have a blast. If that can happen, that'd be amazing. Hey. This show, hey Biggie, check out this show on Thursday. Comic Call and Roundtable discussions.
Okay.
They went through almost a whole section of going through the top 10 wrestling lists on YouTube, on Instagram and stuff. Bro, we were trashing all those lists, man. They didn't even have Hogan versus Andre on their top 10 list.
Oh my God!
It was Watch Mojo?
Watch Mojo. They had that shit honorable mention. I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing, man? Come on now.
That's not good.
Yeah, we was trashing that list, but it was so fun, man. Them guys talk wrestling. I was ready to jump on there. I should have jumped on there.
You should have, man. You know you are.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to crash the party, man. You got to do like 90 did and just jump in the hunt and want to take back the championship.
Oh, I'm gonna get my money in the bank.
That's what he did.
I'm gonna get that money in the bank. I'm gonna jump in there and cash in and steal the championship from both.
He said, I got a comic in the bank. I'm jumping in.
Yo, First Edition's an actual wrestler, bro. We had a real wrestler on Power.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, I watched that too. That was great.
I was hyped, bro. I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
He took some bumps in there, baby.
Yeah, man. That's a legit dude, bro. Like, he was chopping people 6 years, man. That's really cool.
That's what gets me when everybody says, oh, wrestling, it's fake. Dude, I don't care what you say. All that shit hurts. You want to go throw someone around or pick someone up 300 pounds over your head? That's work. No matter what you say.
You're tough. You're pretty tough if you can wrestle, man.
You damn sure are.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to the tough guys. That's
You damn right, because boy, they throwed me down one time. I'd be like, I'm out. No, I'm out. Count me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But yeah, it was great having fun with you guys, chatting it up, man.
Right.
So definitely look forward to next week. You know, hopefully I can come up with a topic then. If not, y'all can throw around little topics here and there. But oh yeah, that's right. I want to do an episode. DieCast was saying do a Batman episode. We talk Batman books. So that'd be awesome.
Yep, I got some. I don't bust out my DC much. They're all in one drawer.
So yeah, I can definitely do that. But other than that, I want to thank everybody who showed up in the chat. And I want to thank anybody who watches this on the rewind. Definitely make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This is your boy Stay Puff signing out. Everybody, give the peace sign. And be safe, everybody.